And then, okay, well, what would you guys have for armor? Because you're going to have to fend off these zombies. What would you use for armor?
Well, the shows always get it wrong because if I had to fight zombies, this would be protected. My forearms, neck, any vulnerable spots.
What would you use?
Well, I mean, it depends on what's available to you at the time.
That's true.
I mean,
would if I had to. I mean, shit.
Would.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if that's all you got.
Okay, well, let's just go with what would your best armor be? If you could have any type of armor you wanted to fend off zombies, what would it be?
Some type of metal.
And how do you think you would be when the zombie bites you? How do you think you'd become infected? Do you think it's like a bacteria in the mouth, or do you think it's like a venom or a vomit?
I would say bacteria. You know, kind of the same way that my dog caused me to lose my hearing.
So
they're probably in the same
so saying that, okay, now that we know that it's like a bacterial infection that's going to infect you, what kind of armor would be your best armor?
Something that... Well, okay, if that case, and okay, I would say, I would venture to go ahead and say that it would be made out of a leather.
A leather, okay.
Yeah, because, you know, you can't bite through leather.
Okay.
You can't scratch leather. You know, it's just a matter of, you know, what you got exposed to be able to work with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yours is definitely lighter than mine. I'll tell you that.
I would say, like...
You're going to be, like, wearing some fucking goddamn medieval knight shit
Iron
out there.
Man running around.
You are very close. You are actually very close.
I would say...
I know.
Sporadic pieces of
I know you too.
titanium alloy.
Titanium alloy. Well, I mean, yours is kind of similar to mine.
Where are you finding this titanium?
Well, you say...
I said you could have any kind of armor you wanted, knowing what we know, your best protection. But what if you have like an open cut or something like that, and like the zombie like slobbers on it, and you get infected?
Also on his fingernails.
Yeah, that's true. So my best armor is actually chainmail with like with a
then a tooth could go through.
Right, with a raincoat. Well, you're gonna have a raincoat on.
So you can flash people?
No, because because like I said, like if you get like a cut or something like that, and it slobbers and it fucking like gets into your cut or something like that, you have like you basically, because they use for sharks and stuff like that, they use chainmail.
Sharks with freaking laser beams on their freaking head.
So if a shark can't bite through the chainmail, then the most dangerous zombie in the
sharks
world
have bigger
is
teeth.
not going to bite through some chainmail.
Okay. What if you just got like one of them fucking bubbles?
Oh.
Yeah, right. And just rolled around in a bubble.
Well, what if the zombies start pushing your bubble around? Then you're just getting pushed around all over the place.
I'm just throwing shit out there right
Some
now.
other survivors see you getting pushed down by a horde of zombies.
Not to mention, if they push your ass down a hill, you're going to be going for a ride.
Hey, that could be fun.
So you starve to death
Apocalypse
inside your bubble.
games. Could you imagine if it was a zombie apocalypse and the only motherfucker left alive is goddamn Bubble Boy?
Yeah. I mean, he could get on the water. He could just roll off into it.
All right.
Leave it. I kind of derailed it a little bit.
All right. So now we need to have basic gear, survival gear. So I'll start off, and you guys can comment on what I've picked. First of all, I want a rechargeable radio, like one that you can wind. I actually do have one of these at home because I'm crazy and I think that the apocalypse is going to come at any time. But
why am I not surprised?
I also have a full-blown gas mask in case of a chemical attack. Just saying.
This is true. I have seen it.
I would like a radio that you can wind and recharge. So I have one of those at home. It does make quite a bit of noise when you wind it, but basically, if you want information, because like I said, you want to know your enemy, you want to know like safe spots and stuff like that. If you turn to an AM station, somebody might be broadcasting on what you should do or what you should do against the zombies to fight them back, or where you can go for a safe zone.
In real life, how many people are really going to be broadcasting?
And
That's true, but I mean, I would say right away that there's going to be like AM, FM stations running
at the beginning.
at the beginning, right?
Right. Okay, and my question is, okay, how long does this wind-up radio, after you wind it up, stay on for?
It depends on how long you wind it. To be honest, like if you were, I think I read when I read the directions, 1 minute of winding is 5 minutes of radio time.
Fair enough.
It also has a flashlight on it. Where the winding of the power, it's a lithium-ion battery, so it's something that holds its charge. So you could basically sit there and wind it for like 20 minutes. Although your wrist would probably get tired, you could wind it for 20 minutes. You'd probably like have an hour of flashlight life or radio time. Something that would be, personally, in my opinion, very useful in a survival situation. Any comments about that?
I mean, yeah, it'd be good at the beginning, but I mean, realistically, I'm not going to be lugging around a radio.
It's like
I do like the
it's
flashlight.
like that big.
aspect
It's like if it, at best 2.5 pounds.
Okay.
Are you writing down my weight?
I am. I can tell you right now, you are already over encumbered.
Over encumbered. I'm at this point. I think I'm probably maybe 70 pounds at best. And you have
How
to.
much do you think chainmail weighs? Didn't think about
Yeah,
that,
I didn't
did
think
you?
about that. How much does chainmail weigh? Might have to look that up. I'm gonna guess that probably 50 pounds. 50 pounds overall.
I was thinking somewhere
Right down
between
there.
70 and 100, but I'll even go with 50.
All right.
And we're going to test this theory. We're going to have you walk through the and come back.
And let me give you a warning. When I was in the army, we have a flak vest on, and by the way, this flak vest by itself probably weighed around 45 to 50 pounds. So I literally walked across the freaking desert with not only that, but with two buckets of 5.56 ammo, 200 rounds apiece attached to my chest, and a backpack full of gear and explosives and such.
In shape when you were younger.
And well, that's true. But I mean, if you start walking around with this stuff, you're going to be in shape pretty fucking quick.
you'll
Well, you're
get
going to die because you got to get used to it first.
That's true. All right. So my next item would be water for purification tablets,
Yeah.
which that's not going to weigh a lot at all.
No, I'm not even tackling that.
I think it's just important because everybody needs water.
Yeah,
It's the most
yeah.
basic thing. So I don't think we really need to talk about that too much. I'm going to say next up would be a basic first aid kit. Just something simple. Bandages, wraps.
Gauze.
Yeah, gauze. That's not going to weigh a lot. Next up would be a sewing kit. Because you're definitely going to need, if you how much clothes are you actually going to carry? Maybe at best, one or two pairs of
Something
sets.
heavy for cold nights and then the shit you're wearing.
Right. Maybe you have a sleeping bag. The sleeping bag tears or something like that. You want to put it back together. Maybe just a basic blanket or something. You'll probably have some type of poncho or something to cover yourself from the rain.
Yeah.
And you basically keeping your clothing and your gear, making yourself as comfortable as possible is probably very important.
Are you going to use the sewing kit to repair your chainmail?
I don't think you're going to be able to repair your chainmail with a sewing kit. That's for sure.
Are you going to bring